What up, YouTube? How you doing? Sorry, I'm getting used to my new technology. Look, does my picture look better? Paul pimped out my laptop. Word up, Paul. I got a new GoPro. I'm learning. You guys, I'm an amateur. So you guys know I'm like basically like a millennial in a boomer's body, right? So you should meet my parents. Like they're afraid of all technology. They have never used Google one time. They're in their 60s because they feel it's like the man. Um, I don't know. Like my mom was like a hippie and my dad was like a politician, and they were both like very like on the down low. They were like always paranoid. So like they're anti all that. My dad sells a flip phone, so I'm gonna meet up with my dad, and maybe like I'm gonna at least see him 4 times before I leave. And my dad is my life. You guys know, me and my mom have problems sometimes, but it's scary thinking it might be the last 4 times you've ever seen your dad. You know, so I'm gonna make the most of it because you never know what'll happen. Like I don't want it to be, but you know. But moving on, so he has a flip phone. My dad's used like Kurt Plus since like I was born. My dad's had the same haircut since I was born. He's used the same cologne Lagerfeld since I was born. My dad wouldn't dare to use drinking iced coffee. He thinks the thought of that is like ridiculous. Like my dad is old school, but I love him. And dude, he used to be the chillest guy, but now like just the sound of a word, he's like like he's like the grumpiest old man. So this is what I proposed to him. So he knows I'm a YouTuber. He doesn't get it. He doesn't watch it. So I want to buy him a phone for 2 reasons. I'm going to Vegas. I want to buy him a phone so we can FaceTime, which I know, like, dude, it kind of used to be like, dude, change the channel. Like when there was like the knob changers, like you young kids won't know, but there was like 2, 4, 5, 9, 11, and like channel 30, you know? And we were the remotes. There weren't remotes back then. And I remember my dad getting so pissed, like when I was like maybe just starting high school and I had a bomb ass TV at the time, which was still pretty basic. And he called me up. I'm gonna get a princess. He's like, "You better fucking get home right now, or I'm gonna get rid of this TV and this cable and get an old TV like we had." Meaning like the knobs. I was like, "Call your bluff," because they don't even sell those anymore. But no, he would get so frustrated. So. And I remember when he tried to ring my grandma, his mom, a VCR, and she wasn't fucking having it. She's like, "Get that fucking thing out of my face," right? So my dad's the same way. But I really want to be able to FaceTime with him, and I want him to see my videos. I mean, yes and no, but nothing will shock him, okay? Like, me, I'm an open book, dude. My dad knows me. Um, but no, like, he's like, "I don't get YouTube." He just kind of like laughs at it, like. I try to explain it to him. You know, it is what it is. Like they are like one of those people that don't care. They would rather be back like churning butter, you know, and drinking like root beer out of the bottle and sitting around the radio. Like my dad listens to like XM radio. As he's gotten older, it's weird. It's weird watching your parents get old because like, I mean, my dad was kind of crazy listening to Bob Dylan, like, you know, bags of weed, just parties. Now he's like, I heard he literally got pulled over by the sheriff because he lives in a small town for not driving the speed limit. Like he doesn't know where anything is. My dad used to be like so worldly. Like we grew up in the country, but so for like as country as we were, for him to take us all over like downtown and stuff. But now he can barely remember how to get here. He knows the back roads. And he's the guy that goes to like Great Clips and like talks the girl's ear off, like, yeah, and he tells me the same stories over and over, which apparently I'm guilty of now. So imagine me if I get old. But I would love to hear his stories over and over and pretend like it's the first time, then not see him, you know? So I'm getting emotional, but breaching this whole like, "Dad, let me buy you a cell phone. Let me buy you, you know, let us FaceTime. And if you want, you can watch my videos, you can watch my adventure." There's no way in hell. You know what I'm thinking about doing is secretly taping this conversation with my dad, because that would be funnier than anything on my channel, because he's going to be like hell to the no. But I'm really nervous because I want to do it. I want to pay for it for him. But if I know my dad, he is not having. okay, so there's two sayings that my dad's always said. I brought up before. One is I haven't done it at this age. I'm not going to do it now. Like growing up, we never had Christmas lights. So when I had my own house, I was like super proud. I was a painter. I went out and got like $500 in Christmas lights because it's like my favorite thing. And a ladder. And I was like, Dad, do you want to put up Christmas lights? Thinking it'd be like the Griswold moment. And he was like, I'm 55 years old. I've never put up Christmas lights. I'm not going to start now. That's his thing. I'm 64 years old. I've never had iced coffee. I'm never going to have an iced coffee. Get the fuck out. Like, dude. But here's what's worse. So growing up, and here's where my dad was smart, and I already kind of knew this, but so there was two answers. There was no or we'll see. They both meant no, okay? But my dad knew it and be like, Dad, and cry. Like, so he'd either say no or we'll see. But we'll see meant no, but I'm going to tell you no later so I don't have to hear you, like, cry to me. So he did that. And then the other thing was, it's this time of day. Like, it never made sense. So I'd be like, Dad, can I go over to Susie's house? And he'd be like, it's 6 o'clock on a Saturday. Like, what does that mean? Or, Dad, do you want to get together for lunch on Wednesday? He's like, well, it's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. Like it didn't make sense, but in my dad's mind, it justified a reason, and it always pissed me off. I remember we went to the Barnum Bailey Circus downtown when my dad used to know how to navigate and drive the speed limit. He always drove 5 miles over. That was his motto. He's like, hey, girls, I drive 5 miles over because they'll never stop you for that. But, just that. Now, if I drive, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he can't even drive. He doesn't know where the hell he's going. And I'm not saying I'm the best driver, but he wigs out. I was like, Dad, what's wrong? And he's like, you're driving the speed limit. Okay. And he's like, well, that's the limit. You don't have to go the limit. Like, he's that guy. And it's just like, dude, he's the love of my life as my dad, like my favorite person, but he drives me fucking insane, which is probably payback for my childhood. But, so anyway, like we were coming back from Barnum and Bailey Circus, and it was 8 o'clock at night or something, maybe 10, because my parents like to beat the traffic crowd, like whatever that meant, like I don't know. So like my sister was like in 8th grade, so she got a call from like a little boy, nothing weird, and my dad's like, "Who's that?" And my sister Megan was like, my friend," and he's like, it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. Why is he calling? If I called my dad tomorrow, I'm like, Dad, do you want to go to lunch on Tuesday? He'd be like, I don't know. Like, it's, 4 o'clock on a Wednesday and you're just going to call me about Tuesday? Like, my dad is like the best bullshitter. Like, his shit makes no sense, but he expects you to understand it. And he's going to stick by it. So, I don't think I'm going to get him to not get the flip phone. And if I do, I don't think I'm going to get him to use Google or watch my videos. He doesn't get it. I told him I was recognized because that was like my pride moment because they all think I'm fucking nuts, which I am. But he just laughed hysterically till he lost his breath. Still probably doesn't even know what that means. He's not even senile yet. Like, he's borderline. So I'm trying to get it in while I still can and say what's up to him. Get him out to Vegas. Show him a good time. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you, bye.